Kick your season off by starting your first game. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the beginning of a new era for this young man in the pros. Rookie seasons can be notoriously tough for quarterbacks. We'll have to see how seamlessly he can make the jump from college to the next level. It's the Panthers going up against the Broncos. With that, I'm proud to introduce our new Madden broadcast team for 2016. Making their regular season debut, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is indeed an exciting night for all of us on the Madden team, and after a long offseason, we are ready for some football here in Denver. Tonight, we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2016 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And what a spark in Week 1, a rematch of the Super Bowl partner.
And thank you, Schedule, to kick off the season. They're Denver. They did.
Here's the option going right. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simple.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the side... After a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They're going to look to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ted Ginn, 44 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At 6'5", Kelvin Benjamin is so hard for defenses to deal with.
When you open up the dictionary and you look at that NFL definition of uncovering, you find Kelvin Benjamin, just what you talked about. His size, his catch radius where you can put the ball almost anywhere. You can go up and get it. Remember how they won a national championship when he was at Florida State? Late game drive, put it way up there on the top shelf, and Kelvin Benjamin got it.
His 9th year. Here's Jonathan Stewart. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he was running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
He'll look to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to...
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. A beautiful fake. He won't go down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here in the eye. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner.
And the Panthers coming out now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. Their offense fit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. This is Stewart. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They'll look to, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ted Ginn, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field.
play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And Denver getting set to take the field. Stewart is the lone setback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here we go now. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked, taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... Carolina getting set to take the field. Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still third down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. 3, 19.
Now Stewart on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
All right, man. Every day is an opportunity to get better. We got to get better today. What I want to know is who's excited to work. I'm ready to work today. Are you ready to work? Let's go out here, let's show them what we're about, and let's get this done.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Set! 319! 319! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Here we go now. 319! Set! Blue 90!
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough.
Here we
We
go
have
now.
high
Green
aspirations
39.
as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Now let's go. Blue 90! Hurry up, here we go. 3! Hurry up, here we go.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
All right, here we go. Blue line. Set. 319. Now let's go. Green 30. Here we go now. Green 39.
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply
Here we
wasn't
go
good
now.
enough.
Blue
We
line.
have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Here we go now. Blue line. All right, here we go. Green 39. Here we go now. Blue line.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today.
Set. Green 39.
You're finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
All right, here we go. Set. Green 39. Hurry up, here we go. Now let's go. 3-9.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. And this man comes into the game off the toughest of losses when he played out of this world but still can lead his team to the win. If he has as many yards this week as he had in the last, I can't imagine they'll lose again. It's the 49ers going up against the Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be a Carolina first. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
He'll drop to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need... to the field. Here come the Panthers. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other farm. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw here. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
We got three, fellas. Here we go now.
play fake here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Still second down.
They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest, and with one interception already thrown, when that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw again. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run the option left. Oh, what a move. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And now, is it fourth down? No, it's third down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. This a fairly straight... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. I was just confused on that one. I had third down written. It said third down on the scoreboard. Do you think the sideline lost track? Maybe they thought it was fourth?
Something went haywire, and I'll admit it. I've lost track of downs before, but...
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And His throw here's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding time. Trying to lay one up. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a bit. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He's